Welcome back to No Reservations. Today's topic is all about weight loss. It's about how you can find the right weight that works for you, the healthy weight. In studio with us, we've got the fabulous Eric Way. Now, he's a South African fashion designer who's based in London.
His design style earned him clients that spans the global entertainment and fashion scene. The style and image transformation of British ex-Prime Minister's wife Cherie Blair put him on the map, while the Charlotte York Sex in the City dress sealed the deal in making him an international fashion force. But his success didn't come without a personal struggle with his weight.
What was it like when you were overweight? Were you taken seriously?
You know, Michelle, it's one of those things, it's the industry. You sort of like surrounded by all these very thin women and girls. And when it came to my private couture clients, the funny thing was that they never really commented on my weight to make them beautiful. But when it came to Fashion Week, it all became very serious and all about the thin person. And of course, then you do feel like the big blob, you know, amongst all these skinnies. Luckily, I'm a man and I'm not a woman. And I always used to say, you know, thank God for that, because I think as a female designer, you must be under so much more pressure to actually look amazing when you're standing next to your clients, because they're literally stripping off in front of you and they're looking amazing.
The fashion industry is very, very unforgiving. I mean, I know that I think it's the London Fashion Council that has placed a moratorium, so to speak, on size zeros.
Yes. That's correct. And you know, they now put a lot of pressure on us designers, because we have to obviously choose models that aren't the typical coat hanger. And it is pretty much not about how skinny they are, but how easy it is for the designer just to hang a fabulous garment on that person.
But Eric, I have to interject there. I mean, come on, let's be real. We go and we see these girls on the ramp and the garments look absolutely stunning. But when a normal woman puts those clothes on, they don't translate as well.
But I think you are very much sort of dictated by what is in the print media, because when you look at everything that's being printed, it is all about the beautiful, thin person. And if you had to all of a sudden make that transition and design a collection tomorrow for the size 16 woman, I would say that most women who feel that they could actually relate to that would not want to see themselves as that size. So they're always aspiring to want to be like that girl in the magazine, that woman in the magazine, that person on the catwalk. It's just a total... pressure.
Eric, what made you decide to take the leap of faith and just shed the waist? Was it a psychological shift? What transpired in your headspace?
You know, I'd always been put under a lot of pressure with my mother, because my mom, when I think of my mother, I think of eating. She was always the one that used to say to me, I'm waiting for you at the airport with the cling film because we're going to be wrapping you. And I literally decided to lose the weight because one evening I got into bed and I broke this very solid wooden bed in half. I thought it was poor quality, but it obviously transpired that it was my 150 kilogram body.
That's a whole person you've lost.
Yeah, huge.
Where do you start?
After years of battling with my weight, I needed to come up with something that was really going to work for me and not follow a diet plan as such. So I just basically woke up the next morning and decided to sort of eat the healthy way, which was literally introducing only protein, vegetables and fruit into my diet, and learning to understand my body better and what I was really craving for. And it was phenomenal. By just doing that and cutting out all those sugars, I just dropped like 10 kilograms
and no
a
fat
month.
burners. I mean, you didn't...
No, nothing.
It's just so seriously commendable what you've achieved. And you also got a personal chef
yes.
Well,
you know, I think...
list.
And well, he's fabulous. He's in the kitchen right now, by the way, and he says asparagus like nobody else I know.
But you know, the chef thing is also a lifestyle thing. Can have a chef that can prepare their meal for them, and he doesn't really know much about dieting, but I can tell him what to prepare for me, and I know that this really works for me and it works for all my friends. And if people can see that you can actually eat yourself thin.
Dr. Motlana, you know, I mean, Eric's story is quite phenomenal. Somebody perhaps is watching us is weighing 150 kilograms at home. How do they make that mental shift, that mind shift?
I think the most important thing is exactly what was said before. It's about a lifestyle change and not so much about dieting. It's really understanding food, making food your friend and not your enemy, and understanding, as I said earlier, that we eat because we're hungry and not eating because we have an emotional state that we're unable to deal with.
Oh, wow, this is a really big topic. And I know standing by in the kitchen, we've got your chef. What's his name again? Andre?
His name is Andrea.
Delectable Andrea.
He's French. And remember I said asparagus.
Foreign, darling. Speak foreign.
We're going to be with him right after the break. Don't go away.